So I've been in this sober living house now for a week. Um, I'm not sure if it's technically a sober living house or if it's a therapy house. Somewhere in the middle. Anyway, some sort of halfway house. I haven't. Well, I've been to one other similar program that I'll talk about later on, but I just want to talk about my first week here and kind of give an idea of what sort of place I'm at and how things are. Because the idea of coming to any sort of program is frightening. It's unnerving when you're unsure of what you're getting yourself into. Frankly, I've been here a week. I'm still pretty unsure of exactly what I'm getting into. Um, so I can talk about my time here and then just kind of talk about how it feels like things are in general. So Unfortunately, I came here with two extra sort of problems. I had the issue that I'd been drinking way too much, and then I additionally had the fact that I was just sick. I was really, really sick to my stomach. I had been prior to coming here. I came here much quicker or sooner than I had expected. I got here and I was still just violently sick. So not cool. On top of that, and maybe part of the reason, my car, I had, when I had originally gone to the emergency room, I had left some groceries in the car, not knowing that I wouldn't be able to get to them for a long time, and it got smelly and yucky, and yeah, pretty disgusting. Anyway, so I came in with those two things. So the only good thing there was that I'm the only person here, the only resident here who has a car. So I think people are hoping for rides. So that was good. That helps me a little bit as I come in here. But I don't make a very good first impression coming in here all sick and disgusting car. And oh well. So the first probably 4 days here, I really didn't do anything. I just stayed in, and I was just drinking a bunch of water and trying to get over the illness that I had. Um, and I was really happy. Um, this place has a capacity for 16 people, but I only make number seven, or I'm number seven here. So yeah, just six other people, and I met everybody the first day I was here. Everybody really within like the first hour I was here, and everybody was really friendly, nice, helpful, kind of getting my stuff unpacked and kind of getting myself moved in, figuring out just what goes where, how things are run, when I need to be available for appointments or meetings or whatever, which are required here. At this particular program, I'm required to go to 3 meetings a week. They're regularly scheduled, and they last 3 hours each. So 9 hours a week of therapy or group discussion or whatever you want to call it. And so it just so happened that one of those started just 2 hours after I got here. Um, so I went to that first day and got to meet everybody. And again, everyone was really friendly. So it's been good so far. It's pretty clear that there's tension among people. Um, I'm going to avoid being involved in that for as long as possible because I just don't want to. I don't want anything like that. The reason I'm here is to get my life squared away, not to bicker over anything um, in this situation. This situation is just a temporary stop to get better. Um, so that's kind of how my first week has been. Other than that, so I went to the meetings because of COVID. They're all over video, so they're probably not as good as normal. Um, had the meetings, got myself moved in, and really that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get moving on more stuff next week. Um, I've got my 4 areas I want to work on. I guess let's see, how did I do this week? Physically, I lost some weight, lost 3 or 4 pounds, but probably because I was sick. Um, so I don't want to keep that diet up. Um, But physically, overall, I'd say it's a decent week. I'm not sick anymore. I was at the beginning of the week, so that's good. Mentally, I feel pretty good. Um, I'm comfortable enough here. It's not bad, and yeah, my head's feeling good. I've got maybe the right medicine, or just maybe the right frame of mind. Just being really committed to getting better. That might be all that's really necessary. And yeah, so mental health, I guess, is good. Financial, not so good. I spent some money on groceries and some household stuff, and that's just necessary. And I've had no income, so financial is definitely a negative. I have less money than I did a week ago. Um, Hopefully, I can start having some income soon. In order to do that, I'm going to have to talk to the people who work here about making the internet more reliable so that I can work online. There are jobs in town, but that's not what I want to do. I want to get myself set up so that I know I can comfortably make a living online as soon as possible. So I'll get that going hopefully in the next week. But financially, I've got to call this previous week kind of a bad one. But it was a necessary negative week. It was going to happen regardless. And then the fourth thing I wanted to work on was education. I've been working on some Spanish, a little bit of Chinese, just because I figure that's probably a useful language. So all I've really done is some language learning on Duolingo. I'm hoping to ramp that way up, and I am set up on the internet now, so I'm going to use some of these sites to take some free or inexpensive courses and teach myself the skills that I need to move forward with the career that I want. So that's where I'm at. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the first week here. Now, what is this sort of place in general for most people? Come in, and I'm sure that there are all sorts of different setups, but most places are probably going to be 2 people to a room in a regular house or a house or whatever. This one happens to not be exactly a house, but it's set up for 2 people to a room, common area. I mean, it's basically like I'm sharing an apartment with a roommate or 2, and it's pretty comfortable. I'm in charge of my own medicine, so that's obviously part of what people are here for. And then we are encouraged to go and look for work after this COVID crisis. Although in my first 30 days, and I guess this is probably typical, my first 30 days I'm not allowed to leave at all. However, I am allowed to work online if I can schedule my work around the required meetings here. Then I am allowed to work online. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do here. But in general, it's boring. It's really slow. Most of the time, everybody's just kind of doing their own thing and killing time. I think it would be really, really easy to gain a lot of weight in a place like this because you're just not moving, and you've got a lot of time to kill. So it'd be really, really easy to gain a bunch of weight accidentally. Anyway, that's it for now.